Hi everyone, it's Jody from An Eye for Beauty, and today is Sunday, September 22nd, 2024. And this is our weekly card reading, checking in with the energies. We're coming off of a super full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. Pisces is a water sign. It taps into your emotions. So take yourself a little back and see where you are in how you have been feeling. And when the feelings are rising up, are you allowing them to come up, or are you ignoring them, or are you numbing them by not even looking at them? You are going to come across people on your path that are numbing their feelings, that are not feeling the way that they should be feeling based on what's coming up. It's too hard, and it's just something that they can't do, and that's their path, and that's okay. But if you have feelings coming up, I want you to tune into yourself. Tune into your heart. Tune into your headspace. When you're having all these feelings coming in, how is it making you physically feel? Are you feeling off balance? Are you feeling grounded? Are you feeling scattered? The best thing that you can do for yourself through all of this is to just do your best to stay grounded. Do whatever you need to do to get outside or to stay inside, but connect with your creator and with your energy field to do the grounding that needs to be done to get through this part of the journey. So we have Pluto going into Neptune, and the next time it will happen is 286 years, I think it is. So that means it's not happening in your lifetime, it's not happening in your kid's lifetime, and it's not happening in their kid's lifetime. So that is really amazing, and yet it's amplifying the fact that what we are going through on Earth right now is not going to happen again in a long, long time. And you signed up to be here at this time. You were eager to come here at this time because you wanted to experience all that you're experiencing. And so if you're listening to this and you're like, I wanted to experience this right now, or I wanted to experience what's going on in the world, or the conflict, or the divisiveness, yep, you did. And a lot of the energy is a gaslighting energy, so it's light inverted. Whoever is doing the gaslighting understands light energy and dark energy, and the way in which to serve the collective with the light energy and then to manipulate the collective with the dark energy. And hopefully you are doing your inner work for yourself, and your true authenticity is coming through, and with that also all of the truths around you are just showing you what maybe you didn't see in the past. That is all part of evolution. And so you wanted to be here at this time, and I know so many of you are saying, get out of here, because I don't know why I wanted that, but you did. So I want to pull a card just to get us started. I'm going to shuffle up the cards and I'm going to split the deck. And we have two messages here. The first message is asking you to truly surrender to the divine. And the second message is saying, what do you need to release? So I'll give you what's going on in my world briefly, just to give you an understanding and an idea of how this shows up. So you all are watching me. You all know I'm a Reiki master teacher and a healer, energy healer. I connect with the creator. I connect with all the archangels. I work with them. I work through the cards, and I help many people to receive gentle guidance through all of those modalities, alternative modalities, to receive healing. And so I'm also doing that for myself. I'm very clear on protecting my energy, yada, yada, yada. And yet, I developed a bladder infection. And so when something goes on in the physical body, it's not just the physical body, but it is also the emotional body or the spiritual body or both bodies showing up to share some insight and some wisdom, if you're aware of this and open to this and attuned to this, to see the truth of the fact that it's not just physical. There's some wisdom inside of why the imbalance is showing up in the body. So I did my research to look at that. Now, side note is so many people are dealing with bladder issues, urinary tract issues right now. It's not contagious, but what it is part of what it could possibly be is it is the healing of the sacral chakra, which is that chakra where all of that sits and lands and lives. And it is healing it for the collective. It is all about relationship with yourself, relationship with those outside of yourself, relationship with the Creator. It's also about healing anger and healing fears and anxiety. And of course, in that chakra lives birthing something new and not holding yourself back, being extra creative, among other things, like emotional maturity. So for each person, it will be different. But the fact that so many people are experiencing bladder and urinary tract issues is not a coincidence, because there are no coincidences. So for someone like me who does all this work and then I still develop something like that, it's because it's deeply rooted, whether it's anger, whether it's fear or anxiety, or it's a combination of both, causing an imbalance. And on the surface, it may not feel that way. For me personally, I feel like I've done all the work, but yet it's deeply embedded in my cellular DNA or in one of my auric bodies. There's many different bodies outside of the physical body. We have the aura, and it goes out, and there's different bodies within there where this still may be lingering, so that I can finally heal it away. So if you're experiencing something like that, or something else in your physical body, it's happening for you. It's not happening to you. And when anything happens in the body, back pain, neck pain, a shoulder goes out, your knees hurt, you break an ankle, anything goes on in the body, the body is giving you a message. And so the message is surrender to the divine, and what do you need to release? And then what comes up out of here is it's time to release negativity. And what did I just talk about? Things that are negative. And then step out of your comfort zone. And then a time for healing. Okay? When you're creative, it takes a lot to be creative in different avenues. Everybody's creative differently, but you need to step out of your comfort zone. So the reason why I bring this up is because the collective is literally going through this right now in a very strong way. Obviously, there's certain events that are going on in the world right now, and that might be affecting you. But I want you to really concentrate on the pain from the unpleasant memories that are showing up or that are popping in that you might be pushing away because you don't want to really look at them. Because those are the things that are deeply embedded that need to be released. And however it shows up in your body is helping you, your higher self is helping you to give you a message so that you can go through the process of healing what needs to be healed, of releasing what needs to be released, of surrendering what needs to be surrendered. We're all going through this right now. We're all in this situation or this sticky feeling of, after March of 2020, nothing has been the same. Everything has changed. It is changing for the better, even though it does not feel like that right now, but it is. But all these things have to come to light, come to the surface to be looked at on the world stage and in your personal life. And a lot of these things are showing up for you to help you to heal, because things are going to look very different down the road. We are changing the dimension of which we live on this earth. And so it's not like a flick of a switch and it changes. It's a process that we all have to walk through to get to the other side. And in that center is a lot of darkness that you have to go through. And for some people, it's the dark night of the soul. For other people, it's just healing things that are so deeply embedded that you didn't even know still needed healing. So I want to pull just 3 cards, and I want to just give you a little more insight personally, just to let you, what's the word I'm looking for? Process what is coming through for you specifically. So take a minute. Card A, card B, or card C. And each one of you is going to be different, and this might help you. Okay. So the first card is the Goddess card. So this is card A, if you chose card A. Goddess energy, it says express your divine feminine energy, embracing magical intuition and nurturing qualities. Also, back to what I was saying about myself, the sacral chakra and the collective, a lot of people dealing with these bladder infections, that's the nurturing chakra. Typically, what this is going to invite you to look at is, where do you take care of and nurture everybody else and you forgot to take care of yourself? I could definitely tell you that in my life, I have done that. I have put others first, specifically my children, before myself, because I wouldn't do it any other way, but it was part of what I had to experience this time on earth. So now I'm at a point where it's time for me to clear that and start really nurturing and taking care of myself and my needs and putting that first. The other thing I want to say to you all is, whatever you're healing and experiencing is probably ancestral. Because I have a bladder infection, my mother has it, we don't even live in the same state. And so that tells me it's a root that's so deep that it can be ancestral. And when something is ancestral and it's happening for you, for me, I'm the one that is being invited by my ancestors to finally heal the root and clear it so that it doesn't go on generations down the road. That is my intention. And if you feel that that resonates with you, I want you to work on that being your intention so it doesn't continue down the lineage of generations to come. But if you chose card number 1, you really need to be looking at how you take care of yourself, how you're nurturing yourself, where you are holding yourself back from taking care of yourself. And look at what's coming up here. The sacral chakra, which is what we're talking about. You are highly sensitive to chemicals, to energies right now. Respect your sensitivities. Avoid harsh items, situations, and relationships. Perhaps you have been holding yourself back from being around people. It might feel better to just be by yourself right now, and that's okay. I don't want you to isolate yourself and become a full-on hermit. Get yourself outside in nature at least once a day. Get sunlight, do things like that, but that doesn't mean that you have to be around a lot of people, because you right now need to nurture what your needs are. So that's our A card. Our B card is the base chakra, and that's the bottom of your feet, and that's the one that really talks about your career and your finances. And so if you're worrying about things that are more earthly, the base chakra is inviting you to really tune in and only have positive thoughts when it comes to those things, because you are supported by God. Don't hesitate to think otherwise. Call in and ask for signs if you are doubting that, but we're all protected and we are all supported. We all chose to be here because card number 3, C I should say, is the Earth Angel card. And we are all Earth Angels listening to this message on Earth. You are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. So the only way you can teach about love is if you begin to nurture and really love yourself. And maybe it's not in a situation where you're teaching like I am right now in this message. Maybe it's just teaching your family how to take good care of themselves. So I hope that message sits with you guys well today. I wish you all a great week. Bye-bye.